Hey guys, Thogden here and welcome back to ranking all of the Premier League home kits for the coming season. We don't have long left now, but we are going to roast some of these because I am shocked, Dad.
Why are you shocked, Dad? I'm shocked how tanned you are.
I am. I've been in Montenegro longer than you, but ranking these kits, flying home to England are some disgraces. Be ready, but first, what's the like target? Go on.
The like target, because Bolton won at the weekend, is only 11,000.
What?
Yeah,
It
11,000.
should be more than that, Thogden. We're back.
Okay, 12,000
It's the
then.
first video in absolutely ages. Scrap that. 20k. If you want us to start posting regularly again, let me know. And by the way, check the link in the description because we want to listen to your ideas of which games we should cover for the new season. Now, Dad, what are we starting with?
Well, we got to start with Arsenal, haven't we, Theo? This is the first time there's a cannon on there since 1989. Traditional red, of course, lots of white along the shoulders, a bit of blue at the sides, and again, the Adidas stripes on the shoulders. But what do you think?
I think for an Arsenal shirt, you cannot have too much white and blue.
Yeah.
Because then you become too much like your rivals. And on this kit, considering they're playing Champions League football in it, and they're going to be representing one of the best Premier League teams, maybe going for a title, you cannot do it with that much white and blue.
And I agree, Theo. Arsenal make some brilliant kits over the years. We always rank them high. But this one is a little bit fussy. I mean, I know it's modern and clean and what have you, but it's not a classic. And for that reason, 6th place.
Yeah, it's not an Arsenal strip that we'll look back on with heritage. If they go to win the Premier League in it, Tottenham fans will be saying you stole our colours. The back of it looks like a raw egg because of the red on top and the white below, and that's down to the Adidas template. Dad, out of 20, I'm putting this 14th to kick things off. In previous years,
You are a very harsh man. It's not that bad.
No, we've always ranked Arsenal good because we love that crest with the Gunners logo. But I'm sorry, Dad, this is not good enough.
Aston Villa now, and out go Castore, and in come Adidas, Theo. Now we've got maroon here and light blue, of course. What do you think of this?
Well, it's the second Adidas kit of the video, 2 out of 2 so far, and I actually think they've done a better job on this one than Arsenal, and better job than Castore as well. I'm sure when they have a sweat during the matches, it's going to be sinking down on them again. But the sponsor, I don't really like. Betano has come to the Premier League. I'm worried about the high amount of betting sponsors taking over the Prem. That is not nice, but at least it's classic Aston Villa. And of course, Dad, the new kit logo with the drop shadow on the crest, that's cool. It's almost a feel to the past of one of their old crests.
Yeah, I do like that crest, and I like the colour in there. It kind of sets off the claret and the light blue. The rounded collar, it's all right, maybe a little bit fussy.
But at least the claret hits on the middle where that primary collar exceeds. And the stripes, of course, is claret too with that light blue shade. It's very Aston Villa. This is one of the best of the video, guys. 6th place.
Wow, I do like the Adidas logo, Theo. 9th place.
9th.
If I'm a Villa fan, I'd go out and buy this, but it's not a classic. AFC Bournemouth now, and this is inspired by the promotion-winning season of 2014 to 2015. I wonder what that tasted like, Theo. Don't answer that. But what you've got is 2 very thick vertical red stripes, and you've got a gold pinstripe down the middle, and you've got a huge BJ88 logo. What's all that about?
Yeah, first of all, I think the kit is nice with the gold touches. They've done this in the previous year, and it always comes off. The stripes are very thick, but it still screams cherries to me. I love the little bit of gold around the logo, but it's the obvious problem with this kit, and it's the sponsor. I'm sorry, BJ88. How Bournemouth have thought, yeah, you know what, that should be on the front of our kit, and make it massive too, because that's what fans want to pay £100 for in the Premier League. Come on now.
I mean, what does BJ stand for? I'm assuming it's Boris Johnson, but let's not go there. There is a little cherries logo on the back of the shirt, but the collar, Theo, it's tight like tiger and very high. I wouldn't want to wear that.
I want to say that Umbro have done a good job, because what's their choice? It's not the sponsor choice. You know, they can't decide that. The club get paid and they take that, and it's massive, fair enough. But where's it going for you?
Do you know what? It's not bad. If I was a Bournemouth fan, I'd buy it despite the collar. 11th place.
Oh, we agree for the first time.
Oh, wow.
11th, yeah. It's very mid-table. I think it's weighed down by one thing and gained in another.
Brentford now, and I'm getting a sense of deja vu, and I've seen all this before, Theo. Try to say something nice about this shirt.
The only thing nice is that people don't have to spend another £100 this year on kits.
Yeah.
That's it. Apart from that, it sucks. I don't really like the betting sponsor. Umbro, I don't know if it's your choice or the club to make it a 2-year contract on one design. I'm not keen on it. I wasn't last year. I still aren't today.
And Theo, yeah, I quite like the collar. It's kind of a shallow V-neck in red. But the black and red and white, it's just too fussy. We hate the logo. We hate that sort of pubic hair star. 19th.
20th. I mean, how can you rank anything lower? Possibly.
Wait until you see
Stay
one
tuned.
certain shirt, Brighton and Hove Albion. And I just got a DM about this saying, Thogdad, what do you think about it? So here is my answer, Theo. First of all, I think barcode. I think Aquafresh, if you know that toothpaste.
What?
You've got 5 vertical lines with a sort of pinstripe down the middle. White, blue, and light blue. I think it's a bit Marmite. I think you love this or you hate it.
It's refreshing to see at least one club go with thinner striped kits this
Yeah.
year. And that light blue down the middle is something different. I don't mind it. They've kept the sponsor light blue too, which is, resemblant of the club colours. The Nike swoosh. Of course, the rest is simple, but there's so much rubbish in this video. This actually goes quite high. It's classic Brighton.
Do you know what? First time I saw this, I really disliked it and I was going to put it very low. Then I looked at it again and again and I think at the very least it is unique. It's bang in the middle for me.
It screams of the Seagulls in their town.
It
And
does.
do you know what? That's why I'm putting it 4th place. It's
Wow.
got a Champions League spot, Dad.
That is really generous.
It's not generous when we go through the rest. Stay tuned, because there is some embarrassing moments.
Chelsea now, the fire that burns within every blue. That is the sort of the marketing guff around this shirt. But take a look at it. I'm going to try and describe it. It's blue as a base colour. So far, so good. But then you've got this swirly, dynamic kind of ocean waves thing going on. Or is it a cosmos? Or what is happening there?
This is a disgrace. I'm just going to get straight to it. I thought
Wow.
I'd build it up. No, I'm sorry. The design just looks like the state of their club right now. Signing players on massive contracts and just buying about 3 different teams. What is the red doing on it? I'm sorry.
I think
one of your London rivals is Arsenal. And you've decided to put red on the club crest and the Nike swoosh. I think it should never be. Chelsea, for me, should be blue and white. That's it. Don't mess around with it. Don't be silly. Even with the little touches. That it annoys me. I can't tell you what the design is. We're not looking at the Milky Way, all right? We can't see anything. It's polluted in London. Right now, I think the way the board are running that club, it's polluted vision too. This is 19th place. The only thing below it is Brentford because they didn't change their shirt.
Theo, this is the sort of thing you would wear to try and get into a club in Berlin. But the thing is, if you wore this, you wouldn't get in because it's mind-numbingly horrible. No. It's one of the most disgusting shirts that you or I have ever seen. And you've just insulted Brentford because this is 20th.
Wow.
Crystal Palace now, and feast your eyes on this, Theo, because red and blue vertical stripes, but they've been deconstructed. So they've taken that traditional football shirt and they've really played around with it in an original way.
That's interesting.
You look at the blue, Theo, and it's the eagle, isn't it? It's the eagle's wings. You look at the red and it's spray paint, like Banksy, isn't it?
I was about to reference Banksy.
Were you?
Because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
They've hired someone and not told anyone. It feels like they've done a more elaborate design on their 22-23 kit. And this time round, they've smashed it. I'm sorry, Macron deserve all the credit. Because Crystal Palace, when you've got blue and red, those sort of stripes, you've got an exciting team that have had a really good end to the season. You still got Eze, you've got Daichi Kamada coming in, you've got Oliver Glasner who's doing great things. Make a statement shirt, and they have. This is one of my favourite of the whole Premier League this year. It's just, they've got it right. One of my favourites. Will it get 1st place though?
It might, Theo. You've got the red, white and blue on the sleeve cuffs and on the collar. There's nothing wrong with this shirt. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Like you say, maximum marks for originality. This works. 3rd place.
3rd place?
3rd.
I'm going to go 2nd, which keeps 1st place available for both of us. Stay tuned.
Everton now, and out go Hummel and in come Castor, Theo. And they've gone for a sort of traditional clean blue shirt, haven't they? You've got a rounded collar with white and blue stripes around it. You look closely at the pattern, Theo. That is the old logo from 1920. So this, to me, is all about tradition. Now, is it boring? Or does it work?
Well, this is the moment they're changing stadiums. It had to be perfect. It had to look classic, but also with a modern touch. Stake has stayed in the middle, but as you mentioned, the manufacturer has switched. Have they done a good enough job? Is it authentic enough for Everton Football Club?
Good question, Theo, because Everton are a very proud club and they're a very traditional club.
Absolutely.
And I think this shirt is beautiful.
Dad, I'm going to put this mid-table, actually 9th place. A pretty nice finish out the 20.
Do you know what? My mates Charles and Caroline absolutely love this shirt. They're going to buy 2 each. They're going to buy them for all the family.
My
this
God.
is gorgeous. 4th place.
It goes as high as 4th?
Yes.
Really?
It's just right. That's a football shirt. That's a nice football
But
shirt. The colours are right.
You can't make fans buy the same thing every year. And I think they need something else. I don't know what it is to get right into that top 4 ranking, Dad. Come on.
Over to London now and Fulham Football Club. And it's a white shirt, Theo, with a polo collar, a bit of black on the shoulders, a bit of red at the sides. But, I mean, they've lost the black. I think last year they had black on the shoulders,
They did have black on the shoulders. Now there's a touch of red going through. And, of course, that's in the logo itself. It's got a very sensible collar. I know you're not a fan of it.
No.
But it's pretty nice, in my opinion, with the Adidas stripes too. I don't think this is a bad shirt. The sponsor reminds me a lot of Leeds United when they're last in the Premier League. But Marco Silva should be doing a better job because this will look great. You know, with Emil Smith Rowe running down the middle of the park, it's better than last year. It screams Craven Cottage, West London. That represents a very good Premier League shirt. Come on.
I disagree with you, Theo. That to me screams template.
What?
It screams lack of originality. It's a white leisure shirt.
Don't tell me you rank this low. Don't tell me you rank this low. Come on.
It's not terrible, but it's not good. There's nothing going on. 17th place.
17th?
Absolutely.
Dad, I'm going to get straight to it. I've got it 5th.
No, how
that's
could
where it belongs.
that possibly
Look at the collar.
be 5th place?
I like that collar look.
You've lost your mind, lad. Ipswich Town now 2 promotions in 2 years, and they've come up with a blue shirt with white pinstripes. You've got that huge Ipswich Town badge within a frame. You've got the Umbro red triangle, and you've got the Ed Sheeran thing going on.
It's a very interesting shirt. You've got the thin white lines going down the middle. With all the betting sponsors in the world in the Premier League right now, they've got Ed Sheeran again, the owner, representing his tour on the front. I think that's class. I love what Umbro have done in their own little logo. Added a touch of red because that's what the club's all about. Dad, as far as home shirts go, and it's refreshing to see one of the teams come up with a statement, this is my first place. My favourite kit of the whole of the Premier League 24-25 home strips. It's beautiful, Dad. They've got the perfect balance of clean look, trying something new, and even that white crest around the crest itself. I like it.
Do you know what? I could pretend to disagree, but everyone would see through it. This is a gorgeous shirt, Theo. I've put this in 2nd place.
2nd place?
2nd place. Leicester City are another team that's come up from the Championship, and they've come up with a classic traditional Leicester shirt in blue with the V-neck collar, the Adidas stripes, lots of white logos. There's one thing I don't like about this. Can you guess what it is?
It's the sponsor.
It is the sponsor.
And it's been all over everybody's Twitter pages.
Yeah.
Because they've done a paid ad promotion that's bigger than anyone ever. And on the front of it is, I think it's Pereira wearing the shirt. And it's just gone everywhere. BC Game are clearly very happy to be sponsoring a Premier League club. And Leicester City have taken a paycheck. But I don't think they expected, even themselves, how much criticism and talk they would get over it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I've seen it, a lot of it. Very simple. Maybe won't wind up too many of the Leicester fans, but I'm not going to be ranking this highly, are we? Come on, there's no pattern, there's no design.
Do you know, in the past here, when we've done these videos, Leicester City have been top or second. They make some really, really good shirts.
They've thrown in some pink, they've had a go. This home shirt, I'm sorry. The little bit of gold in the crest, it just stops randomly in the collar.
Yeah.
Why? Why is that not on the sleeves as well? I want to see something. I'm always want to tell the designer to go try more.
Do you know what? I like the club badge. If you can look beyond the BC Game, it's actually quite a nice shirt.
No, it's not.
And I've given them
Adidas
credit.
Have done better with Leicester before. I'm going to get straight to it first. 17th. They're lucky they didn't get relegated in the kit battle.
Are a very, very harsh man. And my friend Rupert was a massive Leicester fan. He's coming for you. He's coming for you, Theo.
Right now.
And he's a naughty geezer. Well, he's not really, but 5th place.
What?
5th place.
How is this 5th?
Because if you look through the logo of BC Game, it's a nice shirt. Liverpool Football Club, and this kit is inspired by Rome 1984 when Liverpool won what used to be called the European Cup. Of course it's red, Theo. There's some yellow touches. Now I love that LFC badge, the club badge. You've got the swoosh. Standard Chartered is in white. What makes this different, I think, is the yellow pinstripe, the You'll Never Walk Alone
But how
pattern.
is it You'll Never Walk Alone? I know they've called it You'll Never Walk Alone pattern.
It's deconstructed, so you've got the Y, the N, the W, and the A all sort of pulled apart, Theo, which I like.
But couldn't I just say that says Bolton Wanderers in a deconstructed route?
You could, Theo, but it's a Liverpool shirt. But I
Nike
take your
have
point.
made this kind of like statement, oh yeah, we've done this. To me, it's just some yellow squiggly lines on top of a red shirt. And it's weird, the collar as well.
Oh.
Why does the collar stop that? Someone tell me.
Do you know what, Theo? That collar is horrible.
And what's weird is, I've still ranked it pretty high because they've tried something. We just talked about Leicester.
Yes.
They didn't try a thing. I think this is a well-balanced shirt. I'm putting it 7th, actually.
7th place, Theo. And all I've got to do is put my hand up and
7th
shake it. Because this is a good shirt. It's not a classic. It will be sold in the hundreds of thousands throughout the world. It's good, but could do better. Manchester City, the champions now, Theo, and they've gone for a sky blue shirt. What a surprise there. But what is different about this, Theo? Have a look at the sleeve cuffs and have a look at the rounded collar. And they've got this 0161 on it, which you could argue, that's very Manchester. But Theo, who in their right mind celebrates a landline code? Wherever you live in the country, you have a telephone code. What is so special about 0161? For me, Theo, Manchester's... No, it's a great city. Celebrate their music, celebrate the fashion, celebrate the spirit of, the industrial heritage of the city. Don't celebrate a British Telecom number.
So you would prefer that they just put loads of Noel Gallagher faces around the corner of the sleeve?
That would be top. Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher, that would be first place. Someone in the marketing department trying to be cool and edgy and failing. It's ridiculous.
Do you know what they're failing with? No pattern, no design. People pay so much for these shirts to buy them from Puma, and they have no colour on it. It's just the same sky blue, and that's it. This is one of their worst in the last few years, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to rank it 15th place.
Oh, do you know what, Theo? I put it in 8th place. I quite like the club badge. Yeah, I've always liked the club badge.
Dad. I'm sorry, I thought you'd had this bottom 3.
No, it's just this 0161 thing. Why are you celebrating that? Manchester United Football Club, one of the biggest global brands in world sport, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and they've released a red shirt.
Just a red shirt.
With white touches and a snapdragon written across it, Theo. Now, this, like I said, Manchester United, the brand, is worth billions. This shirt will be worn on the streets of Singapore and Hong Kong and Bangkok and Jakarta, all over the world. And that's the best you can do, Theo.
It's just white with red and some orange horns on the corner. What even is that? I'm sorry, Adidas, I understand you've got this template in place. Snapdragon along the front. To be honest, I don't know what that is, but at least they've gone with white to match the Adidas stripes. But it really feels like this should have been a training top and not their home 24-25 strip that they put loads of effort into.
Theo, if I had a brand that was worth 5 or 10 billion pounds, Theo, a global brand, I would put more effort into this, because the people wearing this, like I said, in Bangkok or Jakarta, they are the ones advertising your brand. And if they're dressed in this, what does it portray? It portrays mediocrity.
That if you put 10 kits of the last 10 years and you said, what was this? I would never know that this is the 24-25 kit. It's not a statement, and I can't see them winning much in it either, to be honest.
I would not wear this at Power League, Theo. This is 15th place.
I've got it 13th, but the more I see it, the less I like it.
Over to the northeast now, Newcastle United Football Club, Theo. And you've got black and white pinstripes. Well, not pinstripes, black and white stripes, Theo.
Thick stripes, aren't they?
Thick stripes, which is what you'd expect. You've got the Adidas on the shoulders. It's clearly a Newcastle shirt, an enormous seller logo.
I believe it's inspired from the 02-03 home kit as well. That Alan Shearer, of course, would have been repping. And they had a good year. Seller on the front, I still don't know what they do, but I know it's a Saudi-backed company. And that's okay because it's in black and white and it fits quite nicely onto the big stripes. This is a decent Newcastle jersey done by Adidas, isn't it? It's nothing special.
Do you know what? Newcastle United is a very special club. I saw the advert they did with the train ride. It's brilliant. It's a real community club. They could do better, Theo. I think the people of Newcastle deserve a better shirt. The Newcastle brown shirt is iconic. That will always be the best ever shirt. But try and come close, because this is bang average.
I'm going to put it 8th place just because it still screams Newcastle. It's a shame that people have to go out there and spend over £100 on this compared to the previous years.
There's nothing wrong with it, apart from maybe the yellow sponsor on the sleeve. I don't like that. But look, that's the way football is these days. You're making your money. 12th place. Nottingham Forest have gone for a very clean red design with white logos there. And what I like about this is the pattern on the front. Now, that represents two overlapping stars. What do they represent? The two European Cups
that they have,
Nottingham Forest won in the days of Brian Clough. It's a nice shirt, that.
It is. I still prefer Macron on Forest kits, though. Adidas, I feel like they're taking over the Premier League right now. And with this design, there's a little bit of the star pattern that you mentioned on the front, which is okay. I don't know what this Cayenne.com thing.
Yeah.
Not keen on that, but it's very Nottingham Forest. It does the job. It's mid-table. I'm going to go straight to it. 10th place.
And I'm going to put it in 13th place. Well, we sort of agree. It's mid-table. Southampton now, and Puma has replaced Hummel, haven't they, Theo?
Wait, no, Dad, Brentford is done.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you put the wrong picture up. Wait a minute.
It is Southampton, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's got real Brentford vibes, hasn't it, Theo? If it
Jeez.
wasn't for that, of course, I love the Southampton badge. But apart from that, red and white stripes, it's got a weird kind of Vicar logo,
Vicar
black
colours
and
back.
red. There is some sort of patterning there on the sleeves.
I feel like they should have rolled on this kit because the roll bit sponsor, awful. They should have done it again. I am not keen on it. Are
No.
you?
I'm not keen on that, Theo. It's a bit of a mess. There's nothing special about it. 16th place.
I think I've got a little bit low. I've got it 16th as
Wow,
well.
we agree.
There's so many bad ones. I don't know where they rank.
Yeah. Back to London for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. A lot of white going on. An enormous AIA logo in red. And
It's
then
the
you've got
same
the
every
navy
year,
blue on the
Dad.
shoulder. It is, Theo. That's it, isn't it?
That's the problem. What are we actually seeing that's different here? I think if Spurs fans owned last year's kit, they'd turn up to the game in that. They're not going to spend another stupid amount of money on Nike's website or Tottenham's store to get this.
Do you know what?
The only thing that's different is the sleeves, the thin lines.
In the past, I've ranked this very high because of simplicity. Now I'm just bored of it.
You're getting fed up.
If I was a Spurs fan, I'd be thinking, oh, do I have to buy that? That's another 80 quid for that.
Probably a lot more.
It probably is. I'm going to put this 14th place because there's no creativity
I've
there.
got it 12th, but if I could re-rank it, I'd put it lower. I don't see enough.
West Ham
Hold on.
United.
You've still not given your first out, really?
I haven't given my first place yet.
Okay, let's look at this West Ham shirt because, wow, they've got the white on the front of the crest, the Hammers logo standing out. Umbro, we spoke about Umbro. They did a great job with Ipswich Town. That was my first, by the way.
Yes.
So, this is one of my favourites too, in my opinion. I do like the sleeves and the collar. They haven't done anything silly. Umbro have kept it classic with touches of modernism.
I love the claret. I love the light blue and the way they come together.
Nicholas Fulkrug, James Ward-Prowse, Somerville scoring goals in this. I think West Ham are going to have a good year. And that kit, it's fun.
Do you know what? Everything about this, Theo, the irons, the logo is superb. The colouring is superb. The Umbro logo. I like the pinstripes on the sleeve cuffs and the collar. I like the rounded
Umbro
collar.
did in the middle of the manufacturer with Ipswich, putting it red. They made the Umbro blue for West Ham, which of course is the secondary colour. Very clever thinking.
This is the nicest shirt in the Premier League this season. First place West Ham.
Wow, that's a statement. And I can't deny it. I've got it third.
Wow, it was sort of shake. Yeah,
Which means
sort of
we're
shake.
left with one club, and I feel like you're going to roast it.
That's right, Theo, because
Wait.
it's Wolverhampton
Hold
Wanderers and Sudu have replaced Castle. What is Sudu?
I don't know. I've never heard of this kit manufacturer in my life. What I do know is, why would you put Sudu on the left of the kit and put the Wolves crest down the middle?
Yeah.
You know, guys, I hate the imbalance, and that is exactly what this Wolves kit screams. It screams a mess. Selling Max Kilman, not properly coming into this Premier League season with a great squad, selling Pedro Neto to another English team. It's worrying times, and with that kit, I wouldn't buy it. I'd be very worried coming into the new season. Yeah, it's not good, is it? And DBet as well, another betting sponsor. Never heard of it, by the way.
And what you say, Theo, is right. If you've got OCD, that Sudu there and the club badge in the middle triggers you.
In our relegation battle, both of us have got one spot left, and it's actually the same one. Shake on it. 18th place from both of us for this shirt.
We've agreed too much today.
Tell us in the comments which is your favourite and the worst. Please like and subscribe and comment down below which derbies, which games would you like to see me at next season. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.